G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? We're back in the Elsweyr, the Elder Scrolls Online. Right, so, we've helped out the town behind us now, so we're gonna move on. Move to the Shadow Dance ruins, unless somebody else has a problem and needs help, which is quite likely. So Shadow Dance ruins is above. Shadow Dance, Shadow Dancer. Anyone remember Shadow Dancer? Game on the arcade machines. You had, what's that game? Shinobi, right? And then Shadow Dancer. You got Shadow Dancer later on, which played very similar to it. I never really knew whether it was meant to be a sequel or it was just a game that was similar and featured a ninja. Because you had a dog in there as well, which was, you had a doggo, and the doggo would help you fight, hold enemies at bay.
Khamira's waiting for you inside. If the dragon circling overhead spots us, I'll try to drive it off.
Oh.
Samarak will assist.
Yes, I'm sure your fists will make all the difference.
Guys, you think about your neck. Where is it? It's gone. Oh, there it goes. Alright, anyway, let's go inside. Oh, actually, let's have a chat.
Samarak will assist Tarn against the dragons. In the meantime, you should go inside. Queen Khamira is waiting for you.
The dragons are definitely anxious about something. No sign of the betrayer, though. Go inside and help Khamira, but do it quickly. We're too exposed out here for my liking.
I'm going in, Abs.
If there is more to this ancient temple, I do not see a way to access it. This is the right place. I can sense it. But nothing in this chamber looks like it can make the moons move, or open a path to Joan or Jode. What are we missing, Fiveclaw?
Cadwell said your pendant was the key.
And Riddlethar knows I have tried everything I can think of. I held it out, I presented it forcefully, I even shook it vigorously, but nothing happened. I do not know what else to do.
You said your mother would sometimes hold it and tell you stories. Maybe something she said?
My memories and the Kunzari stories, everything jumbles together. Too much research has crowded my mind. Wait, maybe... I remember one thing Mother used to say. Maybe if I repeat her words while I hold the pendant.
Couldn't hurt to give it a try.
When a Nequina's blood calls, the shadow dance begins.
By the moons, you open the path.
You go ahead. Samarak and I will deal with the dragon outside. Somehow.
Moons watch over you. Come, Fiveclaw. Let us see where this leads.
Catch you later. Shadow Dance Temple. Had the Moon Priests become too dogmatic, too severe in their strictures of purity? Or were there secrets in the Shadow Dance that needed to be buried? For whatever reason, the two Moons hierarchy had no choice but to close the place down. Moon Bishop Hunal.
Beautiful. Why was this hidden for so long?
I don't know, Khamira. Do you want to tell me something about it?
No time to explore this place. I just picked up the scent. I think the betrayer is ahead of us.
How could the betrayer get in here without your pendant?
You said the betrayer has the same ability to open portals as Cadwell. Such power means that few places are close to him. Come, we must catch him before he finds whatever drew him here.
Well, you can see there's some paintings over there on the wall. Rock paintings.
This place has guardians, it seems. but they could not stop the betrayer.
Okay. That's a fantastic image right there. Whoops. Love the way the lighting shines on that. Shining on the facade of this temple. Oh, hey guys. I should not be enamored by this at this point. Be focused. Who's that? Oh. Came in and he gave him the old zap zap. Nice little statues here, protectors. That looks cool. Good job. Let's go.
The betrayer sent. He came this way.
Strange piece of the floor here. One that I can't seem to puzzle out. I cannot but think there's something more to this shrine than this simple chamber. I wish I had the gold to hire someone from the Mages Guild, but that ship has sailed. Thanks, Harving. Making camp for now. These cats love their moons. Maybe something will show up overnight. Nothing overnight, but I found a scorpion on my boot when I woke up. Never pass up a free meal. Jill was right, the poison's rendered out if you stick it in cook fire for a moment. Was scattered in the cliffs near the ruin when I found it. Wind was coming through a crack in the cliff face. Managed to widen it enough to get through. It was a long climb down. Looks like patience paid off. I'm in. Strange place. Temple? Not sure. Floor's stained. Old blood. I'm sure of it. Thought I found some old death cult site. It's starting to look like signs of trouble. Good news is, seems like it was a long time ago. Getting stranger. Found bones, unsurprisingly. But there are other bodies too. The flesh was like wood, skin like lacquer. Sitting and standing in meditation poses. Must be some funeral, right? Spooky though. Barely any sleep last night. Everything echoes in here, all sorts of scuffling in the night. Rats probably. The light plays tricks in here. I swear one of those strange bodies just moved. There are other journals around here? Let's just have a little look on either that or we'll probably find some as we delve deeper. Alright. Temple relic.
That relic. See what you can make of it, Fiveclaw.
Find the next temple relic.
The spirits awaken. The temple recognized me. I am becoming attuned.
We'll just move on then. Oh. The hell? Everything just exploded.
Sir Cadwell, you're part of Kunzari's Krazun. Why are you doing this?
Assurance is made of children of the beyond, whom the Riddlethar knew to be coiled in flesh, that in essence of the holy and triumphant soul will path to bedreaming be known.
You're insane.
A young one came to us and, with due reverence, asked Joari of White Sand if he could learn the Dance of Shadows. We'd heard, as many had before, of the great dance of Enequina Sharptongue, boon companion of Kunzari, with a tongue full of platitude and supplication. He begged Joari to share his knowledge, for the young one believed a dance capable of moving the moons must be beautiful to behold. And Joari gave the youth the smile he always gave to the young, one of sadness and pity. He asked the youth, how does one instruct a serpent to walk? How does one tell an owl to make fire or an ape to pray? The youth took Joari's meaning. He thanked the great sage of White Sand for his words and began his long walk home. Joari called to the young one, and though the sage of White Sand spoke only the barest whisper, the wind carried the voice as though it had descended from Joan and Jode themselves. Joari offered to share with the youth his knowledge of the dance. The young one, confused. No serpent could be instructed to walk, no owl can make fire. Were these not likened to teaching the dance of shadows? The sage of White Sand nodded. A serpent will always be a serpent, an owl always an owl, but the soul may become many things, though it may take lifetimes to become them. Many consider such a price too dear to pay, and they will never come to know the dance of shadows. The youth nodded and stood in contemplation. And when Joari returned to the dancing shadow temple, the youth followed. And these guys were waiting very patiently for me to finish that. They're like, alright, he's almost done. And when he's finished, we'll get... Oh, too late. It's already finished. Come on. Come on. You missed your chance to strike me while I was reading. I just want to go back there. Okay. I imagine evil Cadwell killed those spirits because something was happening. I could hear some talk. But it might have been triggered because that other guy went forward.
Temple relic. Activate it for me, Five Claw.
Find the final temple. Khamira?
I understand. Moving the moons causes an eclipse. That opens the way to Jode's core.
Khamira? She's all... she's tripping out, man.
The betrayer attuned himself and hoped to align the moons as Enequina did. But the moon priests and the remaining champions stopped him. Now I see how he planned to do it. It is so simple. Hurry, we have one more relic to activate.
How do you know all of this, Khamira?
The attunement process. Through it, I can hear the moon sing. And I hear another voice. It feels like a part of me. I hear Enequina, who cries for the innocent blood the betrayer spilled so long ago. We cannot let him open the way.
Why did the betrayer turn on Kunzari and the champions?
The betrayer was always more interested in glory and power than being a true hero. The prize waiting in Jode's core was too much to ignore. He murdered Kunzari and attuned himself so he could move the moons and walk the secret paths.
It's almost a shame how Enequina's faithful keep throwing themselves at my blade. Almost.
Oh, Cadwell, you're not our Cadwell. We're gonna sort that guy out. Uh-oh. That's such a cool move. I want to have that move. Although, that one's a close second. Tell you what, the more I get into this storyline, and just about every storyline that we've experienced so far, talk about Somerset, Morrowind, all of that stuff, I kind of feel like going back and playing Skyrim again. And also Oblivion and Morrowind. I've never played Oblivion or Morrowind, as in Elder Scrolls 3. And I wouldn't mind checking out the other two. The DOS games, right? Wonder if I can even run them. But I know, I'm pretty sure I got Morrowind because there was a giveaway that Bethesda was doing a while back. And I picked it up there. I think it was Morrowind. I don't know how interested people would be in seeing Skyrim. Pretty sure that's been played to death.
Temple relic. There it is. Activate it, please.
But it'd be nice to go through it and, you know, experience more of the lore and all that.
Now, 5 more. We need to reach the temple sanctuary. I think I understand. Not only do I hear the moon sing, but I hear my ancestor, Anequina. The very walls echo with her memories. Good ones, bad ones, like the actions of the betrayer. They tell me we must seek the temple sanctuary to stop him.
Are you attuned to the lunar lattice now?
The attunement is complete. I feel a deeper connection now to Anequina and my other ancestors. Like I am part of the ancient rituals of the Shadow Dance. For the first time since the death of my parents, it feels like I have a family again.
So now what?
We must go to the temple sanctuary. If the betrayer has not yet started the moons to move, then we stop him. If he has, then we find out how I set them back on their normal course. We are nowhere near the time of the next natural eclipse.
What's going on over here? See, somebody died. He's here for a bit of revenge. Ah, right. All for the scroll. Assurance is made to children of the beyond, whom the Riddlethar knew to be coiled in flesh, that in the presence of the holy and triumphant soul will the path to dreaming be known. Chapter 3, Juhari of the White Sand smelled his death on the desert wind and told the eldest of his acolytes, the once youth who sought to learn the dance of shadows, that his time had come. The eldest, who by the dutiful teachings of his master and the savagery of time had grown wretched and wise, went to the banks of the Darkan River to fashion a litter of reeds. The eldest bore the Sage of White Sand up the steps of the Dancing Moon Temple, and as he did, so the brothers and sisters of our order followed. They burned moonlight in their senses, fume and chanting wreathed the stone and sand and bodies. When the eldest had borne him to the mountaintop, to the vault where Anequina Sharp Tongue had danced the last dance of shadows, the chanting stopped. The smoke of moonlight poured from our senses, and the room was shrouded in silent glow. Jewelry, who was made lame through his long years of devotion, stood and tottered before the eldest on unsteady paws. He asked if the eldest recalled what brought him to the Dancing Shadow Temple all these years before, and the eldest nodded, for he had studied the sutras and knew that years were as brief as a single flap of a fletcher fly's wings in winter. And returning the eldest's nod with his own, Jewelry stood perfectly still when the soul of the Sage of White Sand and eldest saw a movement, chaotic and beautiful. It echoed through. Nice if you had my back there while I was reading that Khamira, but I know you got other things you're thinking of. Alright. Oh, I can't finish it.
Wait, my friend. Let us talk before we confront the betrayer. The ancient memories become clearer in my mind with every passing moment. We follow the same path as the heroes of legend. Kunzari, Anequina, the Betrayer, they all walked these steps to reach Jode's core.
Tell me everything the attuned memories have shown you.
I see the truth of the myths and legends. Kunzari tricked Calgrontiid into storing the might of the dragons in Jode's core. Then, the heroes of the Krajun lured them into the halls of Colossus and sealed the doors.
Right, then the betrayer stabbed Kunzari in the back.
Yes, he murdered Kunzari and then came to this temple to gain the power to move the moons and open the way to Jode's core. You see, the path only appears at the moon gate of Anequina when the moons are aligned, as in an eclipse.
The moon priest stopped the betrayer back then?
True, but many died before they lopped off his head. The betrayer was the greatest warrior of his day. If it comes to a battle, it will not be an easy one. There is an apparatus in the sanctuary, linked to the larger moon gate. That is what we seek.
You deal with the apparatus, and I'll take care of the betrayer.
We are about to enter the place where the betrayer faced his greatest failure, where he died at the hands of the remaining heroes and moon priests. We must make sure history repeats itself.
Do you have any advice on fighting the betrayer?
The shade of Anequina darkens with rage whenever I think about him. Even before his betrayal, she detested the man. He was vain, proud, a great sword fighter, but full of ego and hubris. Perhaps that is his weakness, his pride.
Okay. Well, let me just have a look here. We got no active effects. I'm just gonna have a little experience scroll. I'll do one of those. I think I had some food here somewhere. How long does that last for? 1 hour? Maybe I got something else I can eat. A crown fortifying meal. I got 41 of those. Let's have some chicken. That's it. Eat up, mate. Where'd you get the plate from? Alright, anyway, let's go. Vault of the Heavenly Scourge. This is where it happened. The incident that led to the abolition of the Adepts of the Dancing Shadows. All details of the atrocity were expunged from the Moon Bishop's archives by decree of the two moons' assizes. Assizes? Kill the betrayer. You got it.
Too late, fool! The eclipse has started. I'm going to share the power with the dragon. Magnanimous, don't you think?
Jeez. Get him, Khamira. Do what you gotta do.
All these lovely keepsakes, don'ts. All these lovely keepsakes, don'ts. I can strike from any direction.
Get over here. Cadwell.
Lift me open wide. My portals continue. Good.
Portals everywhere.
I can strike from any direction.
I got you, cads. Bad cads.
I can strike from any direction.
Beat this. Such a cool effect, though.
Something is wrong. I cannot stop the eclipse.
Khamira.
The betrayer did something to the apparatus. The moons cannot hear my plea.
You can't stop the eclipse?
No. The betrayer has set the moons in motion, and they will not answer to my song. There is nothing to stop the dragons from using the moon gate of Anequina to reach Jode's core.
So Elsweyr is doomed?
Not yet. This apparatus moves the moons, but the moon gate of Anequina creates the portal to Jode's core. Luckily, I sent forces there to defend it from the dragons. We will join them. But first, the memories tell me we have one more task here.
What do we need to do?
Anequina's memories show me how she once used the dragon horn. The combat dragon horn you gave me. It needs to be energized, have its power restored. Activate the nearby temple relic, and I will charge the dragon horn.
I'll activate the temple relic.
Saga, Anequina, Cadwell, John, and Jode. All of it into the dragon horn.
A dip in cold hard is refreshing, pleasant, and I'm fit as a fig tree. Now, where's the evil me?
Cats!
Where is the fiend? Let me at him. I returned as soon as I could to help you give the betrayer a good threat.
The betrayer's been destroyed, but what about you?
I feel tip-top, I must say. I thought it was the cozy confines of my beloved Cold Harbor, but I suppose it has more to do with the destruction of my other half. Well, good show. The world is saved.
Not exactly. The betrayer has set the moons in motion. When they align, the dragons can reach the core.
That doesn't sound good. Let me think. If I concentrate, I can recall what was going through my despicable other self's mind. He wanted to make sure no one could stop the path from opening. He promised the dragons.
There must be a way to stop the eclipse.
I'm afraid not, at least not from here. He did something to the apparatus. can't be used again. Khamira might be able to separate the moons, but she'd need to do it at the moon gate. She looks a little peaked, though, doesn't she?
We need to get her back to Rimmon.
I am all right. Cadwell, can we use your portal to return to Rimmon?
Of course, Khamira. It's ready.
Alright, hang on a second. I'm just going to have a little scoot around here, see if there's anything. Other sides? Nothing. Okay. Let's go. Where's Khamira? Oh.
The eclipse approaches, and with it the opening of the moon gate of Anequina. We have a short amount of time before the way to Jode's core appears. At least I am attuned, and I was able to charge the Dragonhorn.
What do we do now, Khamira?
Gareshri has already gone to the moon gate of Anequina to take charge of the forces there. We will join him shortly. Thank you for helping with my attunement, Fiveclaw. With you and my ancestors beside me, we will find a way to stop the dragons.